Layout. I hope we're live. Let's see, are we live? We're still in the gratitude mode. I'm borrowing the time zone today because we were traveling. I just got back home. I thought we'll be home sooner, but well, thankfully I can borrow a time zone, which is what I'm doing. Okay, let's see what lesson shall we talk about. Of course, we're still in the gratitude. All this week is all about gratitude. That's my focus. Then I'm going to talk about something quite interesting. First, let me see if I am. Am I live? I don't know if I'm live. Yes, I am. Oh, thankfully I'm live. Good. So, yes. Yeah, how do you stay up? I think I'm still in between time zones. So that's why I'm still a bit awake. And also, I slept most of the time on our trip because we're on a road trip from Plano to Austin. I'm back. Long trip, and I slept most of the time. So I wanted to do my video today in continuation because I don't want to miss a day. And sometimes I do have to borrow a time zone, which is what I'm doing today. I am borrowing a time zone. And yes, I'm wearing a jacket because it's cold, it's freezing. But nevertheless, I am here. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're here. If you're listening to this now, if you're watching this in the replay, thank you so much for joining me. And let's continue with that attitude of gratitude. So what we're going to talk about is how can we improve our tenacity. There's a saying that 50% of people in America, you can beat them just by working hard. I'm wondering what's happening to the remaining 50%. They're not working hard. And you can beat another 40% by being a person of honesty and integrity and standing for something. So 50% of people, you can beat them by working hard. You can beat another 40% just by being honest and having integrity and standing for something. I think that's so important, to stand for something. You have to stand for something, or you fall for anything, as the saying goes. Stand for something or you fall for anything. So let's break it down. How can you improve your tenacity? Working harder and or smarter. Sometimes you have to put in the extra effort to make things work, and not, depends on, of course, on the circumstances, so that you're not a clock watcher who just waits for the clock to go and then zoom you out of the door. Sometimes it requires for you to put in the extra effort to make things happen. If you're working on a project, there's a deadline, because deadlines mean if you go past it, especially I used to be a project manager working construction, and we had to work on tight schedules, because if we go past, then there are fees that have to be paid, the time has to be adjusted, and it just costs money. You don't want to do that. And so we were always focused on time, budget, time, budget, time, budget, time, budget. So good morning and thank you for joining. And so work hard, put in the extra effort if you need to, because then you stand out. There's some people who just do the enough. I talked about that yesterday. The 4 types of people, do you remember? 1, they always do less than they're told. They will not stand out. Number 2, they will do what they're told, but no more. And then 3, they will do things without being told. Now you're talking. And then those who inspire others to do even more. So they go far beyond. So between 3 and 4, choose which one you're going to do. That's where your tenacity will come in. And looking at standing for something, there's so many issues that are going on around the world now, wherever. There's something, some ideology, some ideas, some things. What do you stand for? If someone was to ask you, what's your opinion about this? Are you able to share your thoughts about it? This is where stand for something and not facilitate. People ask you a question, what do you think about it? Are you able to give a credible answer that makes sense, at least as you speak it? It's your point of view. That's where tenacity comes in. Be confident in your point of view. Doesn't matter what the other people think, but you have your conviction and you're able to articulate what your conviction is. So, make your work a game. I like that. Make your work a game. And I think that just makes it such that it's friendly, it's not adversarial, because then that makes the environment somewhat toxic. Nobody wants to work in a toxic environment, but a little bit of friendly competition is good, because think about it. If you go to some places, you'll find that we know the two big fast food. I'm not advocating fast food, but you see McDonald's right next to Burger King, and then there'll be some other ones. But the fact that McDonald's has Burger King will cause them to do more. Otherwise, if they're the only game in town, they will just relax. Yes, because they're the only, everybody has to come to them. Someone's asking, are you? No, I'm not. I'm not in Egypt. No, I'm not. I have been to Egypt several times, but no, right now I am not in Egypt. But thanks for joining and thanks for asking. Egypt is a lovely place. I am currently in the US and I will be going back to Bahrain, which is where I live, very shortly. In a couple of days, I'm counting down because this is too cold for me now. I can't imagine. I used to live here, but now I used to live in the US, but now it's cold. I feel cold, so I'm looking forward to going back. Send me a message, and let's see, Jesse. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but feel free to send me a message and we can discuss that. So, yes, this is my topic for today. Improve your tenacity, as we continue to focus on gratitude this week. Tomorrow, technically it's today, but tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to celebrating Thanksgiving with my family. It's always good to be with family, to celebrate and show gratitude. That's why we're talking about gratitude all week long. All week long, I'm talking about gratitude until next Sunday, which is when I officially do my gratitude. So thanks for joining, and I'm going to end here because I have to jump on a call in about 11 minutes. It's going to be 2 a.m. here, but it's 11 a.m. in Bahrain. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. This is where tenacity comes in. Sometimes you have to go the extra, do the extra mile. So I'll see you very shortly. Take care and God bless. Thank you. Bye. I will check my DMs. Thanks.